So that's gonna give you. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Durable Step, and in this video I'm gonna be doing something just a little bit different. I usually do Fortnite related content, but I actually get a lot of questions on how I stream on YouTube using Streamlabs OBS and how I get 1080p 60 frames per second. So if you guys want to know how to do that, make sure to watch the video all the way through. But before we jump into the video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would drop a like on this video if you guys find it helpful, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Alright guys, let's just jump straight into the video. I'm making this assumption that you guys have already downloaded Streamlabs OBS and that you guys have probably already messed around with a few different settings, and you are here to find the best settings. So with that in mind, I actually did update this version of Streamlabs OBS about 2 days ago, so the user interface is a little bit different. If you look up in the top left hand corner here, the version that I'm actually running is 0.17.1. But anyways, if you guys just want to go down here in the bottom left hand corner to this little cog right here, it's the settings menu, and click that. It's going to bring up another menu like this, and then you guys just want to go over here on the left hand side and click video. So after you click that, we're gonna first want to set our base canvas resolution, which is essentially this preview back here. It doesn't really matter what you put this as, it's just what you're gonna view it as, the resolution. I personally would set it as 720p, just so if you do have a preview running, like you're streaming and you want to see what it looks like, 720p, it's going to give you less input lag. So I set the 720p. Then the output resolution is actually what the resolution that the people you're streaming to are going to see. So you want to set that at 1920 by 1080. And then the downscale filter, you want to set that as so I don't know how to pronounce that, to be honest. Sharpen scaling 32 samples. That's going to give you the best quality. Then you want to set this at 60 frames per second. Obviously, I would not stream at anything but 60 frames, especially if it's like a fast-paced game, like a shooting game or something of that sort. Definitely just put that at 60 frames. Alrighty, and then we're gonna want to move on to the output menu right here. So click output, and then you want to put this in advanced. Definitely want to click advanced. It's going to give you more options to mess around with. Audio track, I wouldn't really mess around with that. That's way over my head. Just keep that at 1. 95% of the people are just want to keep that at 1. Alrighty, onto the encoder. So this is pretty much what you're going to use to stream from. So this software X264 is actually going to use your CPU to encode the stream. If you have a really good CPU, or if you actually have a streaming PC, I would put that at the X264. But for me, honestly, I have a really good CPU, and I'm not quite sure what the problem is, but I have an i7 8700K GPU, I mean CPU, and it's overclocked to, I believe, 4.7 gigahertz. And honestly, when I stream like Fortnite, I get input lag. So honestly, I don't mess around with that. I get way better performance from my PC when I stream from the NVENC. NVENC is when you're using the GPU to stream from. I don't really understand why, but I have a 1060 GPU, and when I stream with this, I get way better performance and way less input lag. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on the NVENC new, and then we're gonna come down a little bit, and we're gonna set the rate control as CBR, which stands for constant bitrate. I really wouldn't mess with the other ones. Just CBR is the best in my opinion from what I have tested. Alright, coming down to the bitrate, I'd say this is the most critical and most important part of this entire tutorial. This is what separates good streams from bad streams as far as the quality is concerned. So the way to set the bitrate is actually not that hard, and do not skip this step. I'm telling you, you need to pay attention to this step right here. So to figure out what bitrate you should stream at, you need to first figure out what your upload speed is for your internet connection. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to speedtest.net. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down in the description below for you guys just to click on that and come to this website. And after you do so, you just want to click go to test your connection. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the part when I'm done so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me test my connection. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm done testing my connection, and what we want to pay attention to is what our upload speed is. My upload speed is 10.73, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that in mind. After you get your upload speed, you're going to come to another website, which I'm going to go ahead and link down below for you guys just to click on. This website, it lets you figure out what bitrate you should be streaming at for what resolution that you want to output to your viewers. So we want to be streaming at 1080p 60 frames per second right here, and to do so we want to be streaming anywhere between 4,500 kilobytes per second bitrate to 9,000 kilobytes per second. So what that means is that since I have a 10.73 upload speed, that means I could stream theoretically at over 10,000 bitrate, but YouTube only goes up to 9,000. So for example, if your upload speed right here was, let's say 6.00, right, then you could be streaming at 6,000 kilobytes per second. You do not want to exceed your bitrate, your streaming bitrate, than what your upload speed is. So if your upload speed was 6.00, then you would go into Streamlabs OBS and set your bitrate at 6,000. But since my upload speed is 10.73, that means I can go into Streamlabs and put my bitrate at the max, which is 9,000. Okay, does that make sense? Then we're gonna go on a keyframe interval. You want to keep this at 2, and then you want to keep your max, your preset at max quality, right? If you want the best quality, you want to keep that at max quality, which means if you're familiar with rendering a video, say in Premiere, and you do 2-pass encoding, this is the same thing. Quality is pretty much 1-pass encoding, and max quality is 2-pass encoding. Okay, so then you want to keep your profile at high, of course, because you want the most quality for your viewers. Alrighty, and then we need to keep look ahead not checked, and then we need to check psychovisual tuning. Okay, and then for our GPU, this would be if you have multiple GPUs in your computer and you actually want to stream from different GPUs. Say like one GPU is used to run a game and then another GPU is used to like encode the game. I only have one GPU, so I set it as 0, which, you know, the 0 GPU, 0 means the first GPU, 1 would mean the second GPU, 2 would mean the third GPU because it starts at 0. Then we want to go into max B frames, and we just want to keep that at 2, alright? And that pretty much does it for the output settings. So when you're done, make sure you hit done to confirm everything. Alrighty guys, that does it for this video. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button. And like I said before, if you haven't subbed, make sure you do that. It's literally free and it takes one click of the button, because I'm coming out with plenty more content like this. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.